Yeah, okay, we'll go up here at the scrapyard, get some, we'll get us a couple pieces of metal there and build us a stove. That'll be the project there for today.
Went quicker than I thought.
I'll tell y'all something. She said you'll never, the thought was, you'll never remember the whole thing from one end to the other. Once you start telling it, that you'll be off over yonder on some kind of side trip. Just think about the other day, you was thanking the dude for them toothpicks and you got off over yonder on that counterfeit question. You know. But the thought was, a day or so ago, I was involved in a project that required some, you know, let's say you have a closet and you have to get everything that in that closet out. You know what I mean? You even have to get the carpet off the floor. You don't have room for contents of said closet. So you have to eliminate some items. You know, where do you start? Where do you find value? Let that be the question for this episode. You know. I mean, cut the video off and call it a radio show. You know what I mean? The question being, where do you find value in things, items, stuff you got? You just can't hardly throw away nothing. You know what I mean? In this throwaway world, it's really hard. I guess for some people at least. But I have example. I mean, this ain't no 2-bit fly by night. I mean, it is a one-man show, I guess. But anyways, I was at the scrapyard the other day, and I saw fit to put this piece of metal in my pile. Over to scrapyard that I am fortunate to be really close to. They'll let you scout the yard for items to purchase. It's so much a pound, I forget what it is. Matter of fact, I don't know. I never did. I've heard it, but I don't have no idea how much it is. But they sell it by so much a pound, and you put something in it, and you pay that amount. So this right here, it's kind of heavy. It's about 5 inches long, and it's 2 inch. It's 2 inches on the outside there, and it's 1/4 inch wall. And what this was right here, I recognized it immediately, but it's trailer hitch tubing. You know, that's the reason it's so thick right there. And that goes inside one of them trailer hitches, and you put a pin in it. And they kept this part up here, and though it's brand new. It's brand new. They just sawed it off to fit, I'm sure. So when I seen this, I said, I want that. So I put it in my pile. And when the dude weighed me out, then ever how much this was per pound is how much it costed. And I was willing to pay that easily. You know, it was, I thought I got a bargain. So, but I have no immediate use for it. You know what I mean? It was one of them kind of things where either you buy it now or it's forever gone. It wasn't like there was a whole shelf of them. This was the only one. So I saw enough value in this in the future somehow to purchase it now, put it on the shelf, and, you know, at some point I guess you would compare like how much money you made if you had some money in the bank, you know, and the interest on it. I think the price of this metal right here will increase more than the interest rate would pay on ever how much it cost me to I mean, somebody knows about how much this thing weighs just by doing calculations. It's right on 5 inches all the way around. They done a pretty good job sawing it off right there. Looks like he used a hacksaw. Sawed that off 5 inches long, and it's 1/4 inch wall, and it's 2 inches on the outer diameter. So, I mean, leave a comment. How much does that weigh? And I think it's about, you know what I mean? It's either 30 cents a pound or it's 60 cents a pound. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm thinking it's like 30 cents a pound maybe. So that's how much this costed right here. But I'm going to put that on the shelf and have it available when a project comes up. I'm just saying, what do you put value in? Leave a comment. She said, when are you going to work on one of them old engines again? You know, I mean, I'm thinking about it, one of them cherry coconut bread puddings right now. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about one of them, you know. I mean, that's the 3rd time this week. I mean, I've done baked 2. This will be the 3rd one. And I got the fixing for it laid out in there on the sideboard. Cherry coconut bread pudding. Man, it's good. I'm just saying, get pencil and paper ready, take notes. You know, I wasn't going to even mention it, but people do. You know, people do. Had to get that new truck. My other truck tore up, and that wasn't a very good truck that I had. It had a lot of things wore to, you know, just about that whole truck from one end to the other had issues that were going to come apparent very soon. I mean, the rear end even had side play in it, you know, but I pulled, ever since I owned that truck, I pulled a trailer with it, you know. I mean, that's been a trailer truck right there. But anyways, a muffler or something and was observing the vehicle and shoved it sideways, and the whole truck in the rear end axles would move about 1/4 inch. I'm just saying, some bearings, something about wore out in there. So anyways, but I traded it in as a junker. You know, I didn't lead nobody to believe it was a good vehicle by no means. It had a red title, snatched from a scrapyard. Everything on it was deteriorating. I made no repairs on the truck whatsoever since I owned it, except a muffler. I did have a muffler put on there. I liked them mufflers on that truck. Other than, and I put a master cylinder, wheel cylinder on that truck also. Brake shoes. I done some stuff to it. But anyways, it was a good truck. I liked it. I have no regrets of owning that truck. But it was to the point where that I was going to have to make a decision. And the only thing and I got the truck, the late model yonder. I got it. And but it's not like that. That didn't improve my lot in life. I mean, all that is a payment. You know, when whatever day it is, when it comes, you know, you gotta get some money down there, or they'll come get that truck away from you. You know, I mean, I was poor to start with, but let's not get into that at all. It's that's not the. It's just that. You know, somebody get a new car in their driveway. You know, it's not like be glad for them. Just say, man, look at that. Now they got a car payment. Gosh, ain't nobody gonna walk up there and pay cash money for the car. You know, I mean, it's not the modern way. People don't do that. And I'm not going to tell you about it. I may tell you about it sometime, but in the year 2000, I deal with the Ford dealer, and they give me the best deal that was ever given to a customer at a Ford dealership. And it was only because I couldn't pay cash for it at the price that they quoted me. I was willing to write a check for that amount and buy that truck. You know, just when the title come, it was just me. And the dude, the sales manager, he says, no. While you're at train, it's down here in this is limestone country here. I'm just saying rocks everywhere. And Big ones. It's a long ways. It's over by the post office in some direction here. I'm sure that's where it's at. But anyways, they gave me that good deal on that truck. And I says, I'll write you a check right now for that amount. Be done with it. He said, oh no, he said, you have to finance this truck to get that price right there. He said, it has to be financed. He said, you've got a discount built in this price right here that makes this a better deal. I said, what? I said, I'm going to be paying interest on that money. He said, this is what the dude told me. Honest as I can tell it. Salesman. And he's got the truck. He's wanting to sell it. Well, evidently he didn't, because he didn't sell it to me. And, I mean, I just left. You know, I didn't buy it. And, it was a girl. It was the initial. The reason I was at the Ford dealer to start with was to get an oil change in that red truck I had, 1999 model it was. That was the reason I was there. First oil change, the girl started on trying to sell me that truck. And the girl worked with me, and I would have bought that truck. You know, just sign my name and buy it. And the dude that says, no, can't do that. Said, you finance it, and then you pay like 3 payments, and then you pay it off. And I said, you know, I'm just not going to do that. I said, that's just too much paperwork to be involved in, you know, on my end. And I said, I'm not going to buy it. And I mean, it was getting late in the evening, and I was getting hungry, you know, so I went on home and didn't buy the truck, you know. I actually, I thought they'd call the next morning and tell me to come on down there and get it, and they didn't. They let it pass, you know. I never did follow up on it. But I would have bought it. It was a good deal. But see, even that camera right there. Man. I think it kind of looks like a skeleton, don't it? You know, I'm just saying. I mean, don't blame it on the camera that it don't focus in the dark. I'm not speaking up for the camera whatsoever. I'm just telling you the way it is. You may not have thought about this part. It got crushed with the tailgate on the truck. You know, it was about I'm gonna say a good 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 skinnier downwards than it is now. I had to force it back into position. So you know, after a camera going through all that right there, I mean, that's like being in battle, you know. I mean, so I'm good with it, you know. I mean, turn the video off and call it a radio show. You know, get you a soft drink, kick back, then leave a comment. You know, you don't have to be looking at something all the time. I'm just saying, you know, just imagine. Close your eyes. And fill in the blank spaces. That's all I'm saying. Leave a comment. From here in Middle Tennessee. Shot Dog Sam. Signing off. Heck, life's great. See, actually, something else that I noticed about this camera, the darker it gets, you know, the later in the evening it gets when the sun goes down. I mean, that's when it don't focus. You know, when it's bright sunlight out there, you know, it's good. It's right on it. And I think when the sun goes down, it does something to it.